everyone, welcome back to our live stream on Facebook and YouTube. My name's Haley. I work customer service here at ROKFORM. If you tuned in a couple days ago, you would have seen me too. It's still up on our Facebook page if you want to take a look. Just a couple days ago, we covered our car mounts and some of our cases. So we're back today to talk about the tools that we have to offer for the golf course. So really excited about that. We'll be talking about our ROKFORM cases, specifically the iPhone 12 series today. We'll be talking about the rugged and the crystal. I'm going to install a screen protector for you on an iPhone 12. We're also going to be talking about our golf shooter, which is one of our newest products we're really excited about, and also our golf speaker. So again, items that are great for the golf course. We're really excited about the live stream today. And then if you have any questions, there's a question section if you want to leave it in the comments. I've got Jeff here, our CEO, helping out with questions today, so he'll be answering any questions you guys have. Even if it doesn't pertain to the products that we're talking about today, if you have questions about bike mounts, motorcycle mounts, anything like that, we can answer those as well. Just because we're not talking about it doesn't mean we can't answer the questions. And we also have a Labor Day sale going on that started today. It's going to go through the weekend. I don't have my glasses and it's up in front of me, so I can't read it. But it's just RF Labor Day 2021 in all capital letters. So you could just enter that at checkout. If you add everything that you'd like to your cart, go to the checkout screen, you can add that discount code in and you'll be ready to go. And that's site-wide. So it doesn't just pertain to the products that we're talking about today. It's everything on the website. You can take that 20% off all the way through Labor Day. So really excited about that as well. But we'll just go ahead and get started with our cases here. So I'll start with our crystal case. And again, we're covering cases for the iPhone 12 series. So we make these for the 12 mini, the 12 Pro, as well as the 12 Pro Max. And if there's any confusion on the 12 Pro, those two phones are the same dimension, so they require the same case. So if you're curious about what case is right for you, if you have the iPhone 12, it's going to be 12/12 Pro. But starting with the crystal, as you can see, it is clear on the back. If I hold it up to the side here, you can see right through it. So if you have a colored iPhone, if you have the blue color or the red color, and you like to see that every day, you can do that with this case here because it's clear on the back. So it is 4.3 millimeters thick. If you're curious, what does that mean? How thick is that? It's about 4 times as protective as like a standard fashion case. So you're going to get your phone's nice and protected with this, and you don't have to worry about shocks and drops up to 6 feet, especially because you have that rubber TPU fully around the edges, as well as covering the camera in the back here. So the case in itself is 4.3 millimeters thick, but around the screen here, you're going to get 1.6 millimeters covering and protecting that screen on the sides here, as well as 2.6 millimeters on all 4 corners. So we know when the phone comes out of your pocket, maybe it's going to fall on a corner, so we're giving you extra protection there, as well as 2.6 millimeters of camera protection. You know that our cameras are so important to us, especially these great cameras that they've put into the iPhone 12 series. So the last thing you want to worry about is a cracked camera, and you definitely don't have to worry about that because of that 2.6 millimeters that we offer with that rubber TPU around the camera. And then the 2 features that ROKFORM is most known for are magnet and our rock lock. The iPhone 12 series cases, the rugged and the crystal, come with 2 magnets. So you have the one built into the bottom here, and then a second one that's removable that comes in the center. A question that I've been asked before about the iPhone 12 series, if you've been a ROKFORM user for a long time, all the way back to the iPhone 4, the magnetic plug isn't something we've always included. So there could be some confusion if you're going from an older style case to the new case. Is this still going to work with my bike mount because I use the twist lock? Absolutely, that's why we make it removable. All you have to do is just press on the plug from the outside and pop it out through the inside, and you can use that locking mechanism. Just open on the back here. So that's what you can twist lock on to your bike mount, motorcycle mount, rock lock car mount, or windshield mount. So you still have both options. Both of these also have a rubber grip. It's a textured grip covering both magnets. That way when you attach it to a metal surface or to one of our car mounts, another magnet, you don't have to worry about it slipping and sliding around because it gives great grip while on a smooth flat surface. So for instance, I've got the toolbox here, move our golf shooter. So if I were to put this on the toolbox, you can see that it's not sliding over or sliding down. One, because of the strength of the magnet. Two, because of that texture that's on the back of the rubber there, covering both magnets.
I have a question.
Yes.
AD wants to explain how the MagSafe works on the case.
Okay, perfect. So MagSafe, for those of you watching who don't know what MagSafe is, that's an actual magnetic charger, a little different than what we've known as standard wireless charging because it actually uses a magnet that's built into the iPhone 12 to get a connection. So to answer your question, this is just like a dummy phone, so it doesn't actually have the ring built into the back. But for the iPhone 12s, Apple built a magnetic ring into the back of the phone that the charger is going to connect to. Because we have such strong magnets built into our cases to use with all of our mounts from the motorcycle, bike, car, both magnets would have to be removed in order to use MagSafe charging. So what that means is you pop this magnetic plug out, and then the felt on the inside of the case here, as you can see that gray area, it has adhesive on the back. So if you peel that back, you can pop the internal magnet out. Once you pop that out and lay the felt back down, you're not going to notice any difference with your case except for the fact that it no longer has a magnet in it. And at that point, you can attach your MagSafe charger and charge your iPhone 12. It is going to feel a little bit different than if you have a really thin case that you've been using a charger with, a case that's not as protective. Like I said, this is about 4 times as protective as a standard case. So it's not going to snap onto the back like you would with a thinner case because of how protective it is. However, it will still register the charger. So all you have to do is just set it on the back like how you would be doing with a standard wireless charger, and you're ready to charge. So you do have to remove those magnets, but we offer an accessory that you can put in its place to easily take off to use your MagSafe charger.
The new case will have.
Right, so the iPhone 13 cases, if you're thinking about upgrading, they are going to have a MagSafe ring built into them. So if you look on our website under the suction mount that we have on pre-order, it's a magnetic suction mount. That has the ring built into it that I was just referring to that's in the back of your iPhone 12. That will have the ring built into it. So our iPhone 13 cases will have that MagSafe ring built in. And then our newer accessories that we come out with will also have that MagSafe technology. So if you have an iPhone 12 and you have a MagSafe case, or you don't use a case at all with your phone, you can use the newer style mounts that we'll be coming out with your iPhone 12 with MagSafe. But I do really quick, I'm gonna grab a sport ring so that I can show you kind of an alternative if you want to still use magnetic mounting thank you. We all use sport rings, so as soon as I say sport ring, someone's taking it off their phone because everyone has one. I personally use mine every day, but let's say you want to use MagSafe. It's something that you like to use every day, so you take the magnets out of your case, but you really miss that strong magnet that we provide in our cases. We're showing you on the screen here that MagSafe windshield suction mount. It has our center magnet built into it that's on our vent mount, on our swivel mount, and then you can see the ring around it. That's also a secondary magnet. That is what MagSafe is. So that's what the magnet looks like that's also built into the iPhone 12 and will be built into the iPhone 13. So that's what we're referring to when we say MagSafe. So that's going to be compatible with the newer phones. And again, with the iPhone 12, if you were to be using a MagSafe compatible case, or just your iPhone 12 by itself. But with this sport ring, so for demonstration purposes, this does have a magnet built into it, but let's just say it's not sticking because it's not magnetic. This sport ring here, this ring comes out, so you can use it as a stand, as a holder, or you can just use it as your magnet. So you twist it on, you're using it every day, using it while you're at work, having it as a stand responding to emails. And then when you get home, you want to put it on your MagSafe charger You just simply take it off and set it on your MagSafe charger and you're good to go. So you're not losing any magnetic capabilities of your case. You're adding an accessory that's actually more than just a magnet, and you're still able to use MagSafe. So a lot of our customers with the iPhone 12 that are using that charger absolutely love this sport ring, use it every single day. They say that, honestly, I've heard before, I'm glad it didn't work with MagSafe because I never would have thought to buy that sport ring, and I use it every single day. So you can use it if you're clumsy, you drop your phone all the time, you need something to hold on to, you want to attach it to your golf cart. I'd say that's what you use your case for, so you don't want to get rid of the magnet because you like to attach it to your golf cart. This sport ring will hold just as well. It's a nice large magnet that's built into it. It's larger than what's the magnet that's in the magnetic plug, so it's actually going to give you nice strong hold, nice and low profile, doesn't add a lot of weight, and then you can still use your MagSafe charger. So thank you for the question. If there's anything that I didn't cover, any other questions you have about MagSafe accessories, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to answer. So that's MagSafe. And then back to the crystal case, really quick to finish up before we move on to the rugged. Again, that felt on the inside that we were talking about where you can remove that internal magnet. That's also going to protect the back of your phone from any shocks and drops. It's impact resistant, so it adds a layer of protection that you can't even see, but you know your phone's protected in this case. A question I also get asked often is, what's the difference? Am I losing any sort of, durability or protectiveness of my phone opting for the crystal over the rugged? Absolutely not. They're both going to be 4.3 millimeters thick. They offer the same screen protection, the same camera protection. The biggest difference is cosmetic. So this rugged case, as you can see, it's a solid black case with a carbon fiber texture on the back. It is a hard polycarbonate material. That's what this case is made out of, but it does have that carbon fiber texture, which also gives a scratch resistant texture. So if you're working in construction, you're setting your phone on equipment that maybe has little rocks on it or not a smooth surface and you're worried about your case scratching, this is going to be a great option for you because it is scratch resistant. I can catch it in the light here. You can see that carbon fiber texture on the back as well as that texture covering the magnet at the bottom. That's that anti-slip grip that you see there. This also comes with a magnetic plug, as you can see in the photo. It's not in the case here, just so I can, show you the twist lock, but you can easily pop it in, just like with the crystal, really strong magnets. Another thing that'll happen when you're putting your magnetic plug in is it might want to connect to the magnet at the bottom because it's so strong, but it easily pops in and out. You'll hear a click as soon as it's in there, so you know it's secure. You can pop your phone right in. Another difference, if you hold these cases up side by side, you can see that one has rounded corners, whereas the other one has kind of squared off corners. They're still giving that 2.3 millimeters of protection as far as that rubber TPU around the edges goes. It's just the design, just the way that it looks. Also, you're going to get really easy to press buttons with both of these. So I know at least my biggest pet peeve with cases is if I'm holding onto a case and I have to look for my volume every time, look for my power button. We make it nice and easy with small cutouts. And also we put the plus and minus and the power on the rugged and then have the cutouts on the crystal. So it's really easy to find. And the ports at the bottom for the speaker and then the cable. If you don't wirelessly charge like me, I guess I'm behind the times. I plug my phone in still. I'm old school and I just use a cable. So the opening here is the perfect size for a lightning cable, really easy to plug it in. You're not having to fuss with moving that rubber up and down to get the cable into the bottom of the phone. And where the speaker is, it's nice and open, but still giving that protection because the rubber TPU is raised. So you're never going to have muffled sound or anything like that while talking on the phone or having your phone on speaker because of the openings, and that goes for both cases. This also has the same soft impact resistant core, comes with the two magnets, so the features are going to be the same between the two cases. Really all you have to decide is which one do you like better? Which one do you like the looks of? The magnets are the same size, the magnetic plug is the same size, both are going to stick to your toolbox, both are going to stick to your golf cart. They're both going to work with all of the mounts that we have to offer. So you just have to decide, do I like the color of my phone? Do I want to see that every day? Or, do I really love the black case and the carbon fiber texture? Do I want to go with that instead? So those are our cases for the iPhone 12 series. Again, that's for the mini, the 12 Pro, as well as the 12 Pro Max. And then while we're talking about protection, our cases do protect from flat shocks and drops up to 6 feet. But we do understand that sometimes you're hiking or you're on rockier terrain and your phone might fall on a rock, a pointed surface if you have it in your pocket and your screen's facing out and you accidentally run really hard into a sharp corner. I know I'm clumsy. I hope I'm not the only person that's happened to, running into corners. So this screen protector is really going to help with that. It's nice and slim, so it's not going to affect any sort of touch on your phone. You're still going to be able to press all the buttons. It's not going to affect that at all. Your screen is going to function as if you didn't have anything on it. It's not going to affect your Face ID. It doesn't cover the speaker up at the top, so all it's doing is adding an extra layer of protection, and we make it super easy because we add a template on the inside. Oh, you can't see, sorry, I'm wearing a black dress. But this template here, it fits over the phone, so it's nice and easy to center on the phone when you're putting screen protector on. I know the scariest part about ordering screen protectors is that you have to put them on yourself, which for some of us, myself included, can be a little bit scary. You don't want to mess it up. We include 2 in a pack, so if you do ever need to use that second one, you have 2 in there, or if you and your significant other, somebody in your house has the same phone as you, a friend, you can get the 2-pack for $29.99, so it's really $15 per screen protector, which is a great deal. So I'll quickly show you how I install the screen protector, what's easiest for me. Again, this is not a real iPhone, it's just a dummy phone, so it's not going to go on as smooth. Oh yeah, I can use Jeff's. You have a screen protector on?
Mm-hmm. Just take it off.
Perfect. We'll use Jeff's phone and put it on there. So what I like to do is just set it on a flat surface. I actually typically will just take a box that the case came in and set it on there so that it's a nice smooth surface. I know there's no debris or anything on there. And I make sure that the case is off. If you have the case on and you're putting the template over it, it's not going to go on because the rubber TPU slightly covers the edge of your screen to absorb shocks. So you want to make sure that that's taken off. Before I put the template on, I just took this out of the box here. The box that we have for demonstration purposes only has 1 screen protector in it, but yours will come with 2. So you're just gonna take everything out here. It also comes with installation instructions. So if you're confused on the order of what you're supposed to use the items in here, you can either follow the instructions or you can tune back into this video and watch me do it, follow along. I know I'm a visual learner, so I like to watch people do it, and that makes it easiest for me, but you also have those instructions in there. So it comes with this little baggie that has an alcohol pad, a cloth, and then this blue piece here is really sticky on the other side, so it'll get any debris off of the screen. So I'm feeling a lot of pressure here, but I can get it on smooth. We have a showroom. For those of you watching, we're located in Irvine, California, so we have an actual showroom. Customers will come in and we'll put screen protectors on for them. So I do this all day, but if you have an audience, it feels a little nerve-wracking. But what I'll do is take the alcohol pad. This is the first thing you're wanting to do to make sure your screen is nice and clean. You don't want to put a screen protector on a screen that has debris all over it. That's when you get raised edges and bumps under it, circles. You just want to make sure it's nice and clean. We've got that there. I'm also what you might call a perfectionist. So if it's not completely centered, it'll bother me. So I make sure that I use this template so it's right in the center. Then I fold this up and I save it just in case I need to use it again. And I clean the back of the phone too, just Typically it's nice and clean if you've kept it in your case, but if you take it in and out of your case, you don't use the same case every day, you'd be amazed at how dirty the phone can get. So I just clean the whole thing once I get the screen protector on. Then I take the cloth and I clean it really well. This works really well to get the residue from the alcohol pad off. However, it can leave little pieces of like little fibers on the screen, which is where this sticky pad comes in. So we will clean this off really well. I make sure there's no fingerprints on here. And then I keep everything next to me in case I have to use it again. I typically just wait till the screen protector's on to throw anything away, just in case you need it, especially the sticky side. There's been a time or two where I'm going to put the screen protector on and I see a little small piece. I just grab it really quick, take it off, and keep putting that screen protector on. So this here will just get all the debris off. I'm sure you can't see it from so far away, but it actually is picking up pieces that I couldn't even see were on here. So it's really important that you use this piece to make sure that your screen protector doesn't lift. So I go all the way around the edges, and it might seem like I'm being a little extreme because I do it for so long, but I like to make sure. You can see Jeff's cute daughter on the screen there. Do this, and then you can see it's nice and clean. Put the sticky part back on, and then it says top and bottom, so you know exactly which way the template goes. It's hard to see here, but and then on, so you can see it covers the edges, so you know exactly where that screen protector needs to go. You move it forward a little, and then it says remove tab up at the top, so you know which way's the back. You're gonna peel that off. I try to line it up. The template makes it really easy. You just push it all the way to the top. But you just line it up with the camera and the speaker. I take my 2 fingers on the top corner, press down, and then the rest will fall into place. Typically, if you're doing this without the protector, it'll self-adhere, but sometimes the protector, because it's nice and tight on there, see it's starting to move itself. You just kind of wiggle it a little bit and it self-adheres. The number one mistake that you can make while putting on a screen protector is immediately pressing in the center of that screen protector before it starts to adhere on its own. When you do that, that's when you can create air bubbles because you're pushing all the air to the center and then it's not going to want to go away. But as you saw, I didn't touch the screen at all. I let it do its own thing, and you can't even tell that there's a screen protector on there. It's right in the center. So I take the cloth after and just go over it just to make sure it's on there really well. And if you see anything that looks like slight lifting around right on the edges, that's totally normal. Like you just saw, these are self-adhering, and it could take about 24 hours for it to fully grip onto the screen. So that's normal. It's not going to lift off or anything. See it all the time. Again, totally normal. It'll self-adhere in that 24 hours and you're good to go. But as you can see, I'm a professional. Got it on really well. Really easy to do. It really is simple. I know, again, it's one of those things that can be really scary because, we don't get phones every day. We're not applying screen protectors every day. So, it can be nerve-wracking, but you use that template, follow the instructions, really easy to do, and you're not going to regret having a screen protector. Like I said, if you're a hiker, you go to the beach, anywhere where, there's rocks, pointy edges, you just want to make sure you have a screen protector in case your screen gets hit on something sharp directly. This is going to protect your screen. So we'll give Jeff back his phone carefully so he can put it back in his case.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then there you go. That's our screen protectors. We make those for, even if you don't have an iPhone 12, we make them for the 11 series. We make them for the 10. We even make them for the Plus, the 6, 7, 8 Plus. So, whatever phone you have, whatever iPhone you have, you're covered with our screen protectors. So we'll go ahead and move on to our golf shooter and our speaker. So let me grab that really quick. I'm just going to put this up here so it's not in the way. You don't have a trash can back here, but once you do that, you can just toss it in the trash. There's a second kit in there, so obviously you don't have to keep that for your second screen protector if you ever need it. There's a second kit in there as well. So now we'll move on to our golf shooter. This is something, like I said, that's brand new to ROKFORM. It's actually redesigned. It's an item that we carried in the past, but we've redesigned it, and it's really awesome if you're a golfer. So you can practice your swing and watch it back. I'll just unpackage it really quick here. I'm always afraid I'm going to hit the ceiling. It might not look like it, but I'm really tall, so I just always get scared when I take this out that I'm going to whack the ceiling. All right. So this here is the shaft of our golf shooter. It's so the shaft here, it's a graphite shaft, and then the top and the bottom tip here are CNC machined aluminum, and it has an actual golf grip on it as well. If you're curious what this is, let's just get started with that. If you are a golfer and you're practicing your swing, you're working with a golf coach, or you're just trying to work on, your shot yourself, it can be really difficult to analyze what you're doing on the course if you're not able to watch it back. Of course, if you're with a buddy, they can video it for you, but it's hard by yourself. And even with a friend, if you want to get a really good shot, know exactly where where you want the angle to go, this golf shooter is what you're going to need. It works with all ROKFORM cases. I'll show you the top part in just a second, but it uses our lock and our magnet, so you can video your golf swing to work on anything for your next golf lesson or for your next time on the course. So as I was saying, this has a 1/4-20 thread, so not only can you use a ROKFORM case to mount and take videos or pictures, you can also it's a standard tripod adapter, so you can use a camera if you have like a regular camera that you like to take pictures or videos with. This is a great option for you. It's not 100% universal. I'm sure there's big like equipment cameras or something that maybe uses a different thread, but for a standard camera, this is what you're going to use. So that is the shaft of our golf shooter here. And again, this does have an actual golf grip, so it's not a huge eyesore or obviously like a training aid in your golf bag. It blends right in with the rest of your clubs, and it looks really nice. And then I'll show you here. This is my first time unboxing a golf shooter on camera. I go through them in the showroom all the time. I'm always showing golf shooters because they're such a hot commodity and everybody loves them and can't wait to get their hands on them. But this is my first time unboxing on camera. I can get it to stay, and I'm clumsy. I drop everything, so we'll go ahead and get this out here. Perfect. So this is the head cover that it comes with. And then this is the actual top to our golf shooter. So this is what's going to go onto that 1/4-20 thread that you can attach your case to. This again is aircraft grade aluminum. It's full CNC machined aluminum. And it has UV protection as well. Obviously you're golfing, you're out in the sun, and the last thing you want is for your golf shooter to turn a funky color. You don't have to worry about that because it does have UV protection. It has the lock on one side and then the magnet on the other. If you have a sport ring that we were talking about earlier, the grip on this is very similar to the sport ring. And the magnet as well it's the same size, so you don't have to worry about your phone coming off. You just put this on. It also has a bottle opener. I recently learned you're not supposed to have bottles on the golf course, but we had the room for it, so we put it on there. And if you're practicing, if you have a place you can put this at home, or you can use that bottle opener, you'll always have it. And then you can attach your case to it. So we took the magnet out of this before, so put that there. And then with your case, all you do is just attach it to your golf shooter and you're ready to video. You can attach it to the magnetic plug, or if you have a sport ring, you can attach it to the sport ring. So all you have to do is grab your phone off of your golf cart, put it on your golf shooter, and you're good to go. You can mount this in portrait or in landscape. Easily, you just one hand turn it, and you can again attach it to the plug or the magnet that's built into the bottom in either direction. And then if you use our locking mechanism every day, if that's what you're used to, you can do that as well. Or if we were talking about earlier, you're a MagSafe user, so you don't have magnets in your case, but you want to use the golf shooter, you have that option because you just twist lock it on and you're good to go. Put that right in the grass and you can video your shot. Put it in slow-mo. That's a really cool feature that Apple offers on their phone. You can put your swing in slow motion so you can really analyze it and break it down and look at everything you need to be able to improve on the golf course. This isn't what it was made for, but you can use it as a selfie stick. So you have all your buddies, you can take a picture. Multi-purpose around here. We try to use it for everything. But in the golf shooter, again, in the bag, you're going to get the head cover so you don't have to worry about scratching up your clubs while you have this in your golf bag, nice and protected. And again, it doesn't look like a huge eyesore. It doesn't look like a giant training aid, which I do want to say, there's nothing wrong with that anyways. I think it's awesome. You can send videos. If you're a great golfer and you're working with somebody and you're trying to show them your swing and how they can improve, this is also a great option. Even for teachers, if you do lessons and you want to video your swing so you can send it to the person that you're working with so they can break it down, this is a great option for you as well. It's not just for people who are working on their swing. It can also be for someone who has perfected their swing and they want to show it to other people. They want to help the people that they golf with or someone who they do lessons with. This will be great for you because, again, you can use that slow motion feature on your phone. You can really break it down and analyze your swing so that you can help the people that you're working with. A great feature with this as well that comes included with it are alignment sticks. As our CEO Jeff always says, a good shot in the wrong direction is still a bad shot. So we include these alignment sticks so you know exactly where the ball's going to go. Comes with 2 of them in here. So got these here. They're great quality. I know for alignment sticks alone, they can be really expensive, not with a golf shooter. So for $99.99, and if you use the Labor Day sale, you're going to get 20% off of that right now. And that includes everything. That includes the alignment sticks, the golf shooter, the head cover, everything. And again, I know alignment sticks on their own can be pricey. So you're going to get the full kit, everything together for that 20% off. It's really a great option and something that I highly recommend. You can see on the screen there for our Labor Day sale, RF Labor Day 21. You'll want to make sure that it's all capitalized. If you put it in lowercase, it won't register. So just copy and paste it or make sure that it's all capitalized. And you can use that site-wide. But if you were looking for an excuse to buy this or a reason to buy it, here's your reason. You can use the 20% off. Even if this isn't something that you think you'll use, or you think you don't need it, you'd be amazed watching your swing back, everything that either you can work on or maybe how great you are. But I think watching it back is really important when you're trying to improve on the golf course. These alignment sticks are really helpful. So you know that you're aiming in the right direction, you know exactly where the ball is going to go, and it's really easy to fit in your golf bag. So that is our golf shooter available right now on our website. Again, you can use that promo code to get 20% off. So just back in here. And it comes in a really cool box. Jeff said the other day you can use it for wrapping paper, and I think I'm going to bring a golf shooter home just to use it for wrapping paper for the holidays. But maybe that's just me. I love really cool packaging, but it's really awesome because it does come in this nice durable box, so you don't have to worry about it in shipping either. It's going to come right to your door protected with this packaging. That's one thing that we always want to make sure. Our product is nice and durable, but you want to make sure the packaging isn't getting messed up in transit. So all of our packaging, not just for the golf shooter, but cases, accessories, everything like that is durable as well in transit. So that was our golf shooter. And we've got one more golf course accessory to talk about. That's going to be our G-Rock golf speaker. Back on. All right, so let's grab a speaker here. This G-Rock, hands down, is, I have two favorite accessories. This is in the top two. I absolutely love the speaker. Use it every single day. It's great not only for the golf course, but just for everyday use if you like Bluetooth speakers. But I'll do a quick unboxing here. So this is our G-Rock. It comes with a headphone jack as well as your charger in here. It comes with a user manual so you know exactly how to use it and what it can be used for. Everything you need is going to be in the box. The only thing you need is if you're not charging it in a computer, you just need the little box to plug it into the wall. But for our G-Rock, it has two magnets built into the back, as well as our locking mechanism. So in terms of the golf course, this is a great option for you because it has 24 hours of battery life at around 35-40% volume, which is plenty loud for the golf course. You might even have it lower than that on the golf course. So it's going to last you about easily 6 rounds of golf, depending on how long you play. And the magnets on the back are going to stick right to your golf cart. So this is probably going to be loud because the magnets are really strong, but you just stick it to the golf cart and that's not going anywhere. I've never had a customer call and say that their speaker fell off of their golf cart. And I have a feeling if that ever did happen, it didn't just fall off. I would want to hear the story of how this came off if it does come off of your golf cart. I'm not the strongest person in the world, but it is really hard to get off of a metal surface as well. So you don't have to worry about this going anywhere. The magnets are really strong and there's two of them. You're not just relying on one, you have two. And then again, that locking mechanism. It's also drop resistant. So if you have it in your hand, you accidentally drop it, your buddy accidentally drops it, you don't have to worry about that. You're covered up to 5 feet with this. So if you are clumsy and you drop it, you really don't have to worry about damaging the speaker at all because it is drop resistant. It's also waterproof with the seal closed. You just want to make sure that the seal's closed. So if it's raining on the golf course and you're still out there halfway through when you're playing, it starts pouring rain, you don't have to worry about putting your G-Rock, not listening to music and putting your G-Rock in your bag because you can still have it out attached to the golf cart when it's raining. I wouldn't necessarily, you can, but I wouldn't recommend going swimming with it. Up to 3 feet with this seal closed for 30 minutes. It's not going to damage the speaker, but that's not what it was made for. It's made for, weather and for rain. So if you have it on the golf course and it starts raining, you don't have to worry about anything. You can see it's been tested. Jeff will show you an image on the screen. It has been tested. We have got it wet before, so it is dust proof, waterproof. And then like I was saying, if you're a walker, if you don't like to, ride in the golf cart, you like to get some more exercise while you're playing golf, it also has that carabiner clip, so you can just clip it to your golf bag and still listen to music. At full volume, this is too loud for the golf course. It does get nice and loud, so it's not a quiet speaker. It's not something that you have to, if you want to use it not just for golf, you want to use it for in your garage or just for everyday washing your car, you want to have it out there. It does get really loud. Like I said, 35-40% is what you'll have it at for golf. So it is still a nice loud speaker. And one of my favorite features is that if you have two, they pair together, which is awesome. So they're wireless up to 30 feet. And another great thing about this is you can walk away from it on the golf course, or you can have two paired together, either next to each other. If you're close together, you and your buddy are each driving a golf cart. You can have them paired. The M button at the top is what you'll use to pair that. We have a video on our YouTube channel of how to pair those. So if you just search up like pairing two G-Rocks, you can do that and it'll give you an instructional video. But you can pair two together. You can use a micro SD card in here also. When you pull this open, it has the spot for the headphone jack, the charger, and the SD card. So if you want to disconnect for the day and you want to go golfing without having to worry about your phone, you don't want to hear it ringing, you're going to take the day off, you can put your SD card in here. You just want to make sure that you download your songs in MP3 format, press that M button, and you're ready to go. This also will connect to any of our Rock Lock mounts. So if you are a biker, I know me personally, I have a beach cruiser and I attach this to my mount on my beach cruiser. So you have great options with this speaker, not just for the golf course, but for every day. And as you heard, those magnets are very strong, so you don't have to worry about this going anywhere. Or you can just prop it up and listen to your music. So that is going to be it for today. Thanks for joining us on our second live stream. I think we really love doing these for you guys. We love interacting, answering your questions. If you're watching this after the fact when we're not live, you can still leave questions below. We'll check them and make sure to answer them. And then keep an eye out turn your notifications on if you can for when we go live next time. We're going to do this a couple times a week, so we're excited to see you next time. Have a great Labor Day.